Hey everybody, Dr. Hill here from Advanced Animal Care Berea, and today we're going to be talking about some canine dentistry and dental care.
Great. So, Dr. Hill, how does dental health impact the overall health of my dog?
Yeah, so that is a wonderful question, and we actually get asked that a lot. And what a lot of owners don't realize is their teeth can really have a big impact on internal organ function and just all over general health. So a lot of times what owners think is, oh, I'm concerned because my dog isn't eating. And yeah, that is definitely a concern. And if there's a bad tooth in there, then we definitely, recommend getting that worked on. But all of that plaque and tartar that lives on their teeth has bacteria in it. And if you're like me and you only floss right before you go to the dentist, you know that your gums bleed. And so that is a perfect area for that bacteria to get into the bloodstream. And it can actually go to places like the heart and cause some issues there. It could go to the liver or even the kidneys. And so that's why we really advocate for front-end dental management and dental care, and that's a lot of times why a lot of vets will recommend those routine dental cleanings, try to keep their teeth as healthy as possible.
Great. So, what are some signs and symptoms of dental disease in dogs?
So the number one that owners are going to notice is the bad breath. And that's what we hear all the time too. And then if owners actually take a look in their mouth, sometimes you can get up there and start looking at their teeth a little bit. They can notice some of that plaque or tartar accumulation. And so owners will notice that, but sometimes it's the pet being unwilling to eat or favoring a side of their mouth because maybe the other side is sore. And those would definitely be reasons to have them checked out.
Great. So, is there anything I can do at home to care for my dog's teeth?
Yeah, so there's a ton of stuff that you can do at home. My personal two favorites are actually not brushing their teeth. Veterinary dentists say that if you're not brushing their teeth twice a day, every day, just like it's recommended for you or I, then the occasional brushing here or there isn't super effective. So what I honestly really like to do, and what my pets like too, is I like to give dental treats. So these treats here have some enzymatic components to them to help kind of eat away at that plaque and tartar, or even something like a water additive. So if your dog's not a big chewer, there are water additives out there that you can mix into the water. A lot of them are odorless, tasteless, and they're perfectly safe to give, and they can help work on your dog's teeth at home a little bit too.
So, what are some of the dental diseases that you see in dogs?
So the most common ones that we see are gonna be just such severe tartar accumulation that it causes gingivitis or inflammations of the gums, which sometimes can lead to some gingival recession. So the gum line kind of works its way up, which exposes those tooth roots, and then the tooth itself becomes diseased. The other common one that we tend to see, and it tends to be in dogs who love to chew on bones or rocks or things like that, is actually a broken tooth. And sometimes we have to pull those too, depending on how the tooth is broken. But a lot of times it's just that severe tartar accumulation.
So, how often should my dog's teeth be checked?
So if they're younger, younger dogs tend to have healthier teeth, healthier mouths than an older dog. So when they're younger, kind of doing it at their annual exam is a great time to do that. As your pet ages, it may be that we do it every year, every 6 months, but then there's also some breeds too that we know tend to be more problematic and in terms of their dentition. So smaller breeds, so sometimes like Shih Tzus, Chihuahuas, things like that, sometimes they tend to accumulate some tartar at an earlier age, and so we'll check those guys more frequently. But best thing to do is just talk to your vet at their annual visit.
So, last question is, what is a professional dental cleaning like for a dog?
So here at Berea, we do all of our professional cleanings under general anesthesia. The reason for that is because as much as I would like to ask them not to bite me when I'm working in their mouth, we are working in their mouth, and not that they mean to do it, but sometimes that can happen. So our best way here to get a good thorough exam of their mouth, to check for pockets, to check for bone loss, to check for root exposure, things like that, is really for them to be under general anesthesia. There are some veterinarians out there that kind of do what they call an awake dental cleaning. It's just not something that we offer here because what we really try to strive for is the safety of the patient and the safety of the staff.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.